Hey guys, in this video we take a look inside Great Wall Hobbies 48 scale F-15C. Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at Great Wall Hobbies F-15C in 48 scale, and that is kit number L4817. Now, this isn't a new kit, it's been around a few years, and I have built the F-15E, which you've seen on the channel a couple of years ago. Great kit. This is obviously the C variant. Go around here, you can see we've got a little photo etch, we've got a radar detail, we've got full detailed engines, and a couple of markings here, which we'll look at in more detail. So let me open the box up. Hope if I undo the plastic tab. And that's what we got, a box full of plastic, some really nicely molded detail, a couple of these white boxes, which we'll look at, obviously, and at the way bottom here, we have paperwork. So let me move this out of the way. Okay, so for a start, thank you Great Wall Hobbies. I know you can do it. You've actually done an instruction book which flows in a booklet in order. For some reason there's 72nd scale kits of the F-15 which have been out, which are a lot newer than this, have mess. It's just a bunch of loose paperwork. It just doesn't make sense. So, for some reason the instructions are good on this one. Let me zoom in a little bit, and we'll go through it real quick. Okay, this paper is very kind of muted. It's kind of, yeah, not pure white. It's very kind of off-white kind of matte look. Not that it makes any difference to the kit, but just not unusual. Okay, so you got seats. This is C variant, so you have one seat in this one. And a cockpit tub. Looks like we've got tons of decals right here for the instruments. And I should just take a step back too. We got here two markings. A, you can follow through A if you want the Massachusetts Air National Guard, and B if you want the Missouri National Guard. Now, me personally, I've seen some really cool Grim Reaper decals coming out for Lakenheath, which I'll be ordering from Two Bobs, and it has a really nice black tails and a coffin kind of decal and stuff, which I'll be going with on my one. Going back here behind the lot detail here, behind the actual cockpit seat and the actual cockpit tub, you've got a ton of avionics bits and pieces going on back there. Okay, you got the radar. You can have the nose open or closed. Intakes, two-piece intakes, and drilling a few holes, which I always forget to do, but for the pylons. And going through, we got the flaps. It says here, when intake vents is downward state, please use parts I3 and I4. Or intakes are in the horizontal. Sorry, intake vents are in horizontal state. Please use parts H1 and H2. So it's depending if it's powered up or down. You got the intakes in different positions. And going through sandwiching the fuselage parts, we've got the engines right here. Fully detailed. It'd be interesting to see the plastic, how well they look. So you can probably display one out if you wanted to, or cut. Maybe if you go feeling really frisky, I guess you cut a few panels off and you can see the engines. Tails and the engines going in. Pratt & Whitney 220s, and a canopy assembly. If you're opening or closed, there's a couple of different options there. Speed brake. Whole page here of just the wheel and the nose gear, and we've got the main gear there actually as well. Parking state assembly, some flap doors and stuff. In flight, obviously going to close it all up. When you have the avionics bay, which is bolted in, so radar maintenance cabin assembly. Up there is nice detail. Auxiliary fuel tanks and weapons. Looks like there's some AIM 120Cs, you've got AIM 9X sidewinders. Nothing too much going on there. And weapons assembly. So again, go to option A if you're doing, I can't remember what it was Massachusetts. Massachusetts, you can have 3 fuel tanks and I'm looking, actually B is the same. I don't see a difference between A and B, to be honest with you, so huh. They look exactly the same, right? I don't see notice any difference here between two options. It's interesting. Oh, F. Okay, the only difference I see here is the antenna here is 018 or F8. And there we go. So you see a nicely detailed kit, looking really nice. Now, some decals. Okay, very nice. No problems at all. They do look very matte though. Some stencils. It's a tiny little sheet right here, all packed in. Some very small stencils. And we got here some photo etch, just like well, we got some like acetate, some plastic sheet here. Some you have to cut out for the HUD, and we have some fan blades, and this is for the HUD too, I believe. The framing. All right, first sprue right here. See the avionics base, some really nice detail, and two types of instrument panel. It's obviously a single seater, so I guess there's different versions. Very nice sprue, very crisp, no issues at all in this one. Alright, here's some cockpit top, I believe. Again, really nicely detailed. And here's those avionics behind the seat there. So again, really nicely detailed. Well, it is all molded in one, so just a little bit trickier to paint, I guess, rather than having separate parts. But that's certainly going to be visible when the canopy's up. Alright, talking of which, here's the canopy. Now, I just know with a black cutting mat, these always look a little bit kind of tinted when they're actually perfectly clear. And there's zero distortion, and there is a center seam running all the way through here on both the front and back, which will need to be removed. And just a couple of lights. Alright, next up, engines. So we got a match pair. So these are obviously both the same. And there's your engine detail. Burner cans. Again, really nice. Hopefully you can pick up on the camera. Cool. So obviously two engines. Intakes. I don't really open this bag. Just I didn't really open this one too. This is your actually sorry, the intake trunking. Here's the actual intakes themselves. Again, really nicely detailed. Nice, very fine recessed. Two of those. Pylons and wheels. Pretty kind of plain, really, but once it's painted up, they'll look fine. And a couple of pylons. Again, you see through the plastic there. I'm sure you can see the detail, which will take a wash very nicely. Alrighty, so now onto the siding parts. So a lot packed into this bag. So we've got seats, well, seat singular. Very nice slide molded part here. I'm not exactly sure what this part is, but very nice. Then we've got 3 fuel tanks. We've got a speed brake thrown in there. We've got some other parts in there, and we've got the lower fuselage. Now, see right there, that beautiful detail. Again, very fine, recessed. Your speed brake. And then your fuel tanks. Next up, we've got these two boxes, so I've no idea what's inside these boxes. Let's take a look. So this square box, ooh, very nice, very Apple-esque the way it's packaged. But here's your slide-molded one-piece weapons. Got one guy there, and here's your sidewinder. It might be a bit of an overkill, this packaging, but it does look very nice. But this giant box just for those two little missiles. And I'm guessing we've got more weapons in here then. Let's see what's inside this box. Yep, more of the same. Very nicely packaged once again. One piece. Yep, again, similar to what we just seen. Sidewinders, some AMRAAMs. So that's what's in those two little white boxes. Okay, moving along. Another speed brake. Huh. So check your instructions, make sure you use the right one. And we've got two. This is behind the canopy. The like upper fuselage behind the canopy. You've got two of those parts too. I've noticed different ones. This is the underside, the wing. Again, you can see that beautiful detail on here. And final sprue. Is this giant piece, which looks very nice. Mine does feel a little bit greasy, so I might need to wash this. This is some more release agent on mine, but just hopefully you can see on the camera. See that beautiful detail. You got your tails. And if you see, there's no ejection pin marks, nothing like that. Again, this one's a little bit greasy on mine. Beautiful, very nice. All right, and finally at the bottom of the box, we've got a big slice of paper. Actually, two pieces. Well, it's more card than paper. And this is all your stencils. Very big piece. So you got sides. You got the upper side, which I think it must be to scale. Actually, no, it's not. It's a little bit out. Like, it's funny how they wouldn't just do it. I guess maybe it's fit the paper, but this is just very fraction out. So this is probably like, I don't know, maybe 1 to 55th scale, something like that. It's just like slightly smaller. The other side, we've got the underside. These actually make very nice like things to put on the wall, I think, like schematic kind, like CAD diagrams. And then on this side, we've got the color callouts for two markings. We've got Massachusetts Air National Guard and the Missouri. And we've got our pylons and weapons. So being a C, this is obviously the light, like two-tone camo rather than a dark grey like the E version. And that is it. I whipped through that pretty quickly. Box, remind you guys which one it is again. So it looks a really nice kit as always. Great Wall Hobbies makes some real good stuff, and there we go. It's this one, which is the F-15C, which is L4817. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.